So I had heard of Attawapiskat First Nation, as it's often in the news because of third world living conditions. When the Fifth Wheel Training Institute asked if I would like to document the experiences of 6 young women attending their college, I was interested to get to know them a little bit, find out what their story was, but I'm not too sure whether they will open up to me.
So what brings you to Fifth Wheel?
Training. Like, I've always had a lot of interest in these like heavy equipment. So when I finally seen the post back home, I signed up, thinking, okay, because like I've been looking for funding elsewhere, and they were always telling me no money.
I never even went on a machine
Never
before
even
this.
stepped inside one before this program.
Yeah, the first 5 weeks was the operating machines, and the 1 week is for mechanical, and the last week is working on the grader.
Well, I had a fear of them at first. Like literally, like I wouldn't even go near one.
When we first actually got on the machine, he just showed us what to do on the outside, and then after he okay, go!
I've always had office jobs beforehand, but I don't want to be in the office type of job, so I want to be out there, hands-on kind of person.
It's pretty awesome. I learned a lot.
Yeah.
Just want to go see my son.
Did he fly in from Attawapiskat? Or?
Yeah, he flew from Attawapiskat to Timmins and then drove from Timmins to here.
He can drive and he's 2?
Well, his dad came with him.
They regularly usually send groups throughout the year, typically in the summertime, to come for training. But this is the first time it was a full group of women. It's really worked well with the community, bringing them here, and we work with them when they're here, making sure they have a place to stay, and they're comfortable with this area and with our staff, so it's always really worked out well.
So you come over this hump and you divot it in. You got a little second divot there, but then you picked it up and you planed out pretty good at the end there.
At first, we were too jerky with the things, and
We're careful now.
yeah, we're more careful and more.
I find it easy now.
With the vehicle,
I like the excavator.
You were what? Screaming on the bulldozer? Is that what you said?
It's on that pile trying to put the gravel back on top.
I had her on a good angle.
Yeah.
Just had her going good. Just about gave up on me.
Come on, Luther. I'm gonna float.
Sometimes we're able to set up a shuttle service to bring them here, saying if they're getting dropped off at the airport, say in Timmins.
All right.
We're able to group them together in the same residence and work with them with a place to stay and where to get their groceries.
I plan to work back home on the winter road, because that's where all the heavy equipment is being used out there on the winter road. On the De Beers mine.
There's like mines where they're always looking, for heavy equipment operators, especially women.
We like to always experience new cultures coming in and meeting new people from different areas, so it's always a pleasure to have them. And it's nice to see the women going to work.
I seen you with the doors closed. You were just honking out there. Wow. Pulling that material in, filling the trench back in. It's pretty impressive stuff.
I like the excavator.
I could tell that.
The fifth wheel, yeah, they're really, from 1 to 10, I give them a 10.5.
It's hard enough finding employment in the workforce in a city centre, let alone in a First Nations reserve in remote northern Ontario. But I'm pretty certain that the heavy equipment skills that these ladies have learned will serve them very well back at home.
I just can't wait to see our certificates.
Got a granny who's 112? Amazing.